How is all, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, we are playing Look Be a Landlord and we are now on content patch 10. There's been a new update, so let's just go and check it out. So new content, added 3 new symbols, 1 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare. Added 2 new symbols, 1 uncommon, 1 essence, or 2 new items, sorry. Modified 5 existing symbols, changes listed on the game balance. Modified 37 existing items and removed 1 existing symbol. So seems to be a lot of balance changes. New features, you can now change in-game colors. Added a setting for counting speed, this is fantastic. And a setting for scientific notation. For those that like to go endless mode, this would be handy. Added a setting for digit separators, okay. Added settings that can decrease the game speed. 0.75 and 0.5. Okay, could be, I'm sure that some people wanted that. 15 tips that can appear after the 5th rent payment onward if floor 2 is unlocked. That'd be interesting to see. Added titles to the reminder texts of removal tokens, reroll tokens and essence tokens. Alright. Made the animation speed also apply to the email pop-up. Improved positioning and sizing on reminder text on symbols. And replace decimal points with decimal commas if the language is set to French, Italian, German, Spain, Spanish, Latin America, Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Danish, Russian or Polish. Cool, so the big one here, changing the counting speed, that would be fantastic. And just bring it in line with being able to speed up the rest of the game. Okay, game balance. There is a lot of game balance, so you can now have your items can now have their effects toggled by hovering over them and pressing the enable disable item hotkey right mouse button by default. That's huge. That's massive. Items can now reappear in the item pool after being destroyed. Fair enough. Adoption paper now gives 33 kinds. Ancient lizard blade now gives 40 kinds and 8 kinds less instead of 80 and 10 kinds. Anthropology degree is now rare. Anthropology degree essence now is a permanent multiplier 1.5 instead of 2. Big symbol bomb essence now gives 2 removal tokens instead of 4. Booster pack essence destroys itself after 12 spins instead of 0 spins. That's okay, so that makes that a lot worse, which is fine because if you got booster pack essence early on, it basically made your entire run. I've had a few runs where I just won off the back of that. Capsule machine is now rare instead of uncommon. Cardboard box now gives a removal token every 9 spins instead of every 6 spins. Checkered flag essence now destroys itself after 7 triggers instead of 5. That makes checkered flag better. Chicken coop essence now gives a permanent bonus of 4 kinds when destroyed instead of 3 kinds of chickens or better. Compost heap essence adds 2 watermelons when destroyed instead of 3. Okay, copycat essence now destroys itself when 5 cats are adjacent instead of 4 cats. Cyan pepper hasn't had its effect changed, it just had its description rewarded. Cyan pepper essence now has its description rewarded, right, that doesn't change. Dishwasher now gives an essence token every 12 spins instead of every 9 spins. Dogs give 1 additional kind if adjacent to at least 1 non-billionaire human symbol. That's pretty interesting, but I don't think that makes dogs very good. Dwarven anvil essence is now 1.5 instead of 2. Essence capsules now have a base value of minus 12 kinds instead of 0 kinds. Okay, so you have to actually pay a price for picking up an essence capsule. Frozen pizza essence now destroys itself after 5 triggers instead of 10. Frying pan essence now gives a multiplier of 3 instead of 2. Golden car essence now destroys itself after 7 spins instead of 0 spins and makes 1 symbol very rare instead of 2 symbols. Goldilocks is being reworked to have the effect you may destroy this item and add 3 bears. So this is the one that used to be if you had 3 bears you got 50 kinds, I believe. I don't think I ever took it. Don't think I ever destroyed it. Hooligans now give 2 kinds instead of 1. That's pretty interesting. Instant Rama essence now adds 2 items when destroyed instead of 3. Jack-o'-lantern essence now is a multiplier of 1.5 when destroyed instead of 2. Kyle the Karma essence now destroys itself if there are at least 3 shiny pebbles and ores instead of 5. Lucky Car essence now destroys itself after 15 spins instead of 0. Lunchbox essence now gives 33 kinds when destroyed instead of 50. Maxwell the Bear gives a permanent multiplier of 0.5 instead of 2. Miners now give 15 coins for every ore and big ore destroyed instead of 10. Mines now have a base value of 4 coins instead of 1. Nori the rabbit essence now gives a permanent multiplier of 1.5 when destroyed instead of 2, and destroys itself if there are at least 4 rabbits and rabbit fluffs instead of 3. Piggy bank now gives 2.5 times the coins inside it when destroyed instead of 2. Plum has been removed from the game. Okay. Protractor essence now destroys itself after 4 spins instead of 6. Recycling is now very rare instead of rare. Recycling essence now gives 5 reroll tokens instead of 8. Small symbol bomb essence now gives 1 removal token when destroyed instead of 2. Swear jar essence now gives 40 coins if a spin's total is 20 coins or less, instead of giving 50 coins if a spin's total is 15 coins or less. Telescope essence now destroys itself after 3 spins instead of 4. Time machine essence now destroys itself after 2 triggers instead of 3. So this is the one that instantly changes ore into, I believe, diamonds, into very rare. Very big symbol bomb now gives 4 removal tokens instead of 8. That's a big nerf. Nazar's contract essence now gives 50 coins when destroyed instead of 77. Was that too strong? I don't think I ever used that. So, and then he has some notes on why the balance changes. So the basic look here is that he seems to reckon the game had become too easy with essences, which is fair enough. So a lot of them may rework to just be slightly worse. And says it here, while the previous content patch was well received, the introduction of essences led to many feeling the game was too easy. So he was trying to rebalance the essences in a way that would satisfy players seeking more difficulty while not alienating players who enjoy an easier gameplay experience. Okay. So the main goal was to keep the essences as build defining, but reduce the amount of times essences were build winning. That's fair enough. And then he has notes on all the individual changes. I'm not going to read through them all, but I will scroll through if you guys want to pause and read them. I'll have to read them all at some stage. They're usually fairly interesting. It's just notes on why he did the various changes, and they're usually worth reading. Goldilocks has been reworked as a previous effect was nearly impossible to trigger for very little reward. That's not wrong there. I don't think I ever triggered that effect. And then there's a list of bug fixes. Alright, so the game should have gotten slightly more difficult. Hasn't been changed massively, but essences have gotten slightly easier, but still easier than I'd say still easier than it used to be before essences were introduced. Let's jump right in, and I think we shall start on maybe floor number 9. That'll be a nice gauge, I think, of how tough it's gotten. Okay, as always, enjoy your stay in our apartment complex. It comes with a complimentary slot machine. You can use it to get coins and pay your rent. Speaking of which, your rent is 25 coins and due in 5 spins. Right, let's check out our options. First of all, graphics. We can now change the colors if we so feel. I'm just going to leave these on default. Audio, as always, I don't think that's changed. What soundtrack do I have? The new? Let's go on both. So this is the new and old soundtrack. I think I've been playing on the new one for long enough. And counting speed is on 1 time. So let's put this on 2 times. Spin speed is on 4. That seems a bit much. I feel like that was on 2 beforehand. I don't know. We'll see if that seems incredibly low. And as always, you have the input. I don't really use that. I just use the mouse. Yeah. Okay, so I think this these pop-ups also appear faster. Let's take a monkey. Let's just check. Everything's on 2x. I think that should be okay. Don't want it too fast either. I'll take a milk for the cat. And I'll take, actually what the essence as being -12 means is if you pick up an essence capsule now, you probably can't take it before the first rent payment. Unless you've got something like extraordinary going on with your build. Like I could have taken it that one, but most times I'm paying the first rent payment with only maybe 6 left over or something. But we did pay the first rent payment with 13 left over this time around. I guess out of these, I could take a hustling capsule, and I could take checkered flag is pretty decent. Okay, I'll take a dwarf because I do have a beer. I'll take a milk for the cats. Could have gone cultist there as well. We could try out the new miner. I don't think it's, I still don't think it's very good. Even 15 poor ore. I don't think it's great. I don't want to go crabs. I'll just skip this one. I mean, still, we do have a monkey. I'll take a banana just to take something. And we made the 50 coin payment with 20 left over. 100 now due in 6 spins. I'll take a rain, and I'll take a, this would give me 20 whenever ore is destroyed, which I'm prepared to admit that I might be wrong about miners, but I just don't think they're very good. Yeah. You're just left with too many shiny pebbles and pearls. Unless you have a diver or something that might eat the pearls, but even then you're left with a load of shiny pebbles. Just not a fan. It's just an awkward symbol. Let's take another lockbox. There goes our teeth. Okay, I'll take a Matryoshka doll. Is pretty good actually, since we have time machine. It just turns into a 4 coin giving symbol pretty quickly. We made the 100 rent payment with 16 left over. We're not doing too bad, but we're not doing fantastic either. Let's take a target, and let's take wanted poster. Could be pretty decent. I'll take an item capsule, a lime pepper, not digressed. I'll take a banana. How are we doing? 3 spins. We need to get about 93 spins. Okay, we made it that time, but ooh, this is new. Light bulb. Adjacent or give 2 times more coins. Destroys itself after making other symbols. Give additional coins 5 times. Alright, I'll take it. I haven't seen that before. And I'll take a 3-sided dice. Fortunately, 5 short from rent, so just didn't get much scaling. We had some interesting stuff there, which could have led to an interesting run, but we just didn't get it. Let's try again. First run of the new update. With a loss, that's not a great precedent, but sure, we can't win them all. Cultist before rent payment 1, as always, is a instant take. I'll take a goose. I think before rent payment 1 it's okay. It's not fantastic. I'll take a lockbox. And we made the 25 rent payment with 3 coins left over. Lucky capsule is fantastic this early on, and lockpick is probably good. Okay, Robin Hood, sure. Will he pay out? I was going to pick up a key, but there's no need. I don't want any of these. Robin Hood should... Yeah, he should pay out. I'll take a lockbox. It'll be worth more than a white fruit. I'll take a second cultist. And we made the 50 rent payment with 19 left over. Essence capsule minus 12. Ooh. You see, now we have to consider, can we take it? That would mean I need to make 20 per turn. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm making 9 plus, what does Robin Hood make? Like 3, 12 per turn. I could take it, but I'd have to take basically everything afterwards. Let's take birdhouse or small symbol bomb for 2 extra symbols. Or birdhouse for 1 more per turn. 6 small symbol bomb. Let's try and fill up our deck. Oh, I don't particularly want any of these. I'll take a pinata and I'll take a bubble. Maybe if we get a toddler. We got minus 3 on that turn. Can't afford any of these. Okay, I think chemical 7 is okay. I'll take a milk. 2 spins, we should be okay. I'll take a B. And lockpicks, right? So that was very close, taking that essence capsule. Very, very close. But we did make the 100 rent payment with 15 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. I could take kind on a string. Let's take kind on a string. Let's take white fruit, I guess. Let's take black suits. We could go suits now. Okay, can I afford another essence capsule? I need 20 per spin, which I think I can get. Let's take it. It really does make you consider, is it worth taking essence capsules now, which is interesting. Let's take a toddler for the pinata. Alright, and with that toddler I can now make the next rent payment. Do I want a mouse or a dwarf? Which, definitely want one of them, probably the dwarf. I don't want a second toddler. Let's skip this. Okay, and we made the 150 rent payment with 34 left over. Black cat essence, really hard to destroy. So that's kind of an endless mode item. We could take birdhouse. I already have 1 goose. And I already have... No, I was offered birdhouse, but I didn't take it. Let's take birdhouse essence. Let's take... Lefty the rabbit essence. White portal is... Oh, I could take checkered flag. I don't have anything. Oh, I do have... Actually, checkered flag. I have Robin Hood. That's fantastic. Let's take cleaning rag essence. Is really good if we can get it to work. Or capsule machine essence. 3 times the amount of capsule. What's this? This is new. Time capsule. Destroys itself. Adds 1 symbol that was destroyed this game when destroyed. Okay. Do you get to pick? Presumably you do. Let's take cleaning rag essence. Can I afford another essence capsule? Actually, yeah, Robin Hood should be giving us loads of money. Also, Hexamidas isn't too bad because when it gives us kinds, we have kind on a string. I'll take another essence capsule though. We don't have any monkeys, so Kyle the Kermit isn't too bad though if we're trying to get... Yeah, actually that's really good. That turns or shiny pebbles and turns shiny pebbles into worth 4 kinds. Okay, let's take a shiny pebble. So I could take a big ore. Could reroll for a hustling capsule, should be good, or goose. It would make goose worth 3, so I guess I could take another goose. I need 3 of them, right? Let's take another essence capsule. Oh, they have to be adjacent as well, right? 28. Let's take could turn this into an egg run. But I'm not going to. Let's take a wine for the dwarf. And I don't want a sloth. Let's skip this. So checkered flag essence was fantastic for us there. We managed to take 2 essence capsules and still make rent with 64 left over. 300 now due in 7 spins. Here's a tip: you can enable or disable the effects of an item by pressing mouse right. You must try that. We really could go egg run here. Let's give it a go. Let's take swapping devices, fantastic with dwarfs, and I could go Hexamidas or Lucky Capsule. Let's go Hexamidas this time around. Let's take tax evasion is 1 extra per turn, basically. Take tax evasion. Okay, so we want to use our swap on the dwarf and the wine as always. We'll take the void creature. Okay, I'll take a candy. How are our symbols doing? 21 symbols. Let's get rid of the flower. That's fantastic. We should get a lot from this now. 84 or 82. That's great. We don't have time machine. No, that was a different one. Let's skip. We could take a coal. Yeah, actually that's really good because we do have, where is it? Cleaning rag essence. Hexamidas is giving us a lot of kinds, which is really good with kind on a string. We need to swap anything. Let's take, I have lockbox, so I'll take lockpick, so I'll take the safe. And we made the 300 rent payment with 47 left over, 375 due in 8 spins. Maxwell the Bear is okay. I think I'll just take the guaranteed 60 from 4-leaf clover. Sunglasses essence, are we going to have 3 or more removals? We have 1 at the moment. Capsule machine essence or holy water probably isn't going to come into effect this game. Let's try the sunglasses essence. I'll take an emerald, is fantastic. Ores and egg carton is fantastic. I was told actually that egg carton still removes eggs even after it's full up, even after it has 6 eggs in it and it gives 6 per spin. I was told it still removes eggs. I don't know if I've ever actually filled it up, so I'm not sure, but I always assumed that after 6 eggs it would no longer remove eggs, but that could be wrong. So that'd be interesting to kind of test if we could. Maybe I'll pick up 1 hen just to test that. It's not like a hen will be really bad in this deck anyway. I don't know if we can afford to take hustling capsule, but I guess we can give it a go. Don't need to swap anything. I need some more ore. Another shiny pebble will be fantastic. Okay, I'll take a second chemical 7. It's probably slightly better than the void creature. How are we doing? 4 spins, or we need about 60 per. No, we need about 50 per spin would be fine. Pinata is okay with the toddler. I might put the toddler next to the pinata just to ensure that we make the next rent payment. Let's skip this. And 75, we'll skip this as well. Where is the toddler? He's here. Oh, we shouldn't need to swap the toddler. 375, we made that rent payment with only 7 left over. 450 now due in 8 spins. Geologist is good, but it would make it harder for us to get the cleaning rag essence off. At the moment we have 3 ores. I think the geologist is probably just worth taking anyway. Barrel of dwarfs may destroy this item and add 7 dwarfs. I'm not particularly sure why I'd want to, but okay. We don't have a rain cloud, we don't have a ninja or a mouse. I'll take barrel of dwarf, it might come in handy. We don't want to swap any symbols. I'll take a pearl. Pearl over a lucky capsule. Don't know if that's a good idea. Let's take a buffing capsule. That counts down though, doesn't it? I could take a hex of tedium. We could take a light bulb. Or an ore for the geologist, it's probably better. Let's swap this so I get double the amount of money from him. 52. Right. Let's reroll for something. Okay. So I have 4 kind of strings. Take a bubble for the toddler. Okay, I'll take a beer for the dwarf. But unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna make it. So we didn't make this run either. What was going on in this run? It seems like it was strong, but we never got our essences off either of the essences. So yeah, that's really what happened in this run. We just didn't manage to get the build going. I don't know, maybe I could have played it better, but still, yeah, I think it's definitely gotten slightly harder, or I could have just had 2 bad games. That's always a chance, but definitely got more interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with another video, so like the video if you've liked it and subscribe to see more. Until then guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.